Just about ready for football here at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the LA Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Oates and Joshua Carty will get it underway. Off we go from Cincinnati. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran, still going, former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023. It's Joe Flacco.
And here we have a former Super Bowl MVP. Now, Mike, he might not be what he once was, but you can argue he has transitioned into being one of, if not the most reliable backup quarterback in the entire NFL. Whenever he's been forced into the starting lineup, he gives your team a chance.
Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
I don't know if you saw it, Mike, but as the quarterback was taking the field, he took an extra couple seconds to think.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On second down, Flacco. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Flacco. This one down the field, but wind up incomplete.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks. Allow your team to get settled in. Don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
Davis to return it. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Herbert to throw on second down. He's taken down to just shy of midfield. 17 yards on that connection. And the Chargers have the first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Chargers first down.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. One, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
First down, Chargers.
On the ground, it's Brown. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Herbert. This pass right side taken in by Cooks. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
24 yards.
They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's first and goal.
First and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
Here's a run. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Taken in by Gesicki. Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Herbert. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This from 30 yards out. Carty's kick is good. And the Chargers will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense going to take over now for the second time. Play fake. Flacco now is caught left side by St. Brown. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
St. Juice on the tackle. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Flacco. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, here is Flacco. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd down, they need 5. Throwing, Flacco. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. It's a pickup of 12. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
And the Bengals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Flacco to throw. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They hook up again, second time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down. Here's McCaffrey, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Go at the quarterback. Keep it here on the zone read. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You could see the quarterback once he got the snap. He was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
Aubrey's kick is good, and the Bengals will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready for their second possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action. Now Herbert. Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it'll be second down. Pistol here for Herbert. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but this is going to go down as a big loss on the play. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. To throw, it's Flacco on 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on-the-line of scrimmage communication, but it was pretty clear to me that they weren't on the same page, and I think the result showed.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Flacco. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. It's Bengals football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Flacco. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Chargers' 36-yard line.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Flacco gonna throw again. Go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and
2. To the air once more. It's Flacco. That's a third catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
17 yards. That's good for a Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
To the air again is Flacco. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Flacco to throw on 2nd down. This one going to be sniffed out, thrown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking them down for a loss.
Flacco going to throw on 3rd and long. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals will take a 6-3 lead. back out is Brandon Aubrey. Had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. To throw is Herbert. There's a throw right side. Could be incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the 1st down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
A carry here for Brown. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Trey Harris, the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Now he'll just pitch this one out there.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Flacco. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
from the gun. It's a give to McCaffrey. They work forward to the 40-yard line. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Running from the pistol, it's Brown. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
At the 21-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And it is recovered by the Bengals. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals move out in front, 13-3.
Chargers 3.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Herbert now on 1st down. He'll swing this one out to Brown. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd down and 5. Gesicki, the man in motion. Shotgun now for Herbert. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt.
Brings up 2nd and
9. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Here's 2nd and 9. Taken in by Gesicki. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. Short throw taken in by Disley. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
That's caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin. They're going to work this down inside the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bengals 38-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing again, Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop. Be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. It's up and through, and the Chargers are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
Chargers 10.
time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes Worthy to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Bengals offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. On 1st and 10, here is Flacco. To the right side, that's St. Brown. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, it's Flacco. They look underneath here for McCaffrey. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
That's to the right side, and caught by Bowers.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On play action now. Perfect. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And he'll take this to about the 28. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt. Third, they need 8. Gesicki, the man in motion. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Open man is the tight end, Disley. A Pickup of 14 on that one. First down, L.A.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So I really like the decision here that you're going to throw the ball to one of your big tight ends, but it's the personnel grouping that you do it out of. Bring as many big bodies onto the field as possible, stay with the passing game, and you're able to find one of those big tight ends for a first down.
Here's Brown. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7. Now Brown. And he's going to have the first down yard. Across the 50 to the 48.
And the Chargers, first down. A gain of 7. First down, Los Angeles.
They'll run here with Brown. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing, Herbert. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On play action, now Herbert. He's got Gesicki open down the... He's set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
Chargers.
That pass play good for 22. It's good for a Charger first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Up the middle they go. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
A gain of 9 brings up second and
1. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Chase Brown, touchdown Chargers. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block, but in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers make the lead 4. It is 17-13.
Bengals 13.
Cardi now will kick it away following the touchdown. Williams now to return. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Bengals offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That run good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll go play action here with Flacco.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. They put Kelsey in motion. They'll run with Gibbs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropping for the loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one incomplete. Humphrey outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
His kick is good! From 60 yards out, he's got the legs to knock it through.
And you talk about having confidence in your kicker, Mike. I mean, to send him out there to kick from midfield, and what does he do? He repays you with that confidence with a 60-yard field goal. I mean, that was something else.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. He'll it forward for maybe a yard. Sauce Gardner makes the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Play action now. It's Herbert. Open left side is Gesicki. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now Herbert. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab.
It's a gain of 8. And the Chargers 8-yard pickup. And the Chargers first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This one downfield, complete to Cooks. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. That is a big play for L.A. 35 yards.
First down, Chargers.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he's close to another first down. It's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 more yards. Complete to Brandon Cooks. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 16-yard line.
2nd and inches. Handoff here, up the middle, and the Chargers are gonna have what looks to be 1st and goal. He'll take this down to the 10.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Motion man is Johnston. Gesicki on the right, and they'll get about half what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 5-yard line.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. This is caught for a touchdown. There is a penalty flag down. Let's see if this one holds up.
Offside. Defense.
Hardy now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers are going to open up the lead to 8.
24. Bengals 16.
Like a dawn, I'm a traveling man. LAX out the Baltimore, they landed in France. Racing shows out in Germany, they brought in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the funky pass, homie, I ain't walking.
Here's Hardy now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Worthy to return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Flacco. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. From the shotgun, here is Flacco. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On to the 4th quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's taken down.
One of the key factors for having success in the run game, Mike, is winning at the point of attack. And what that means is every play, the linemen and all the blockers, they understand where the back is going to start and then where the back could end up. And having a good understanding of that and how it pertains to the defense is how you gain your advantage to have big plays like this.
And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
I see a bunch of mean guys in the band at a tie. Don't know the west side, give a side guy. Sing about it.
To throw is Flacco. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. It's 2nd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results. We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Bowers, the man in motion. Flacco going to throw on 3rd and long. They'll get it to Bowers on the screen. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do because we know
that one taken in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game? That's a 2-part story. Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they will indeed try to tack on 2.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To the air once more, it's Flacco. He's got a man. That's caught. Give them the 2, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? A return, here comes Davis. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Conklin goes in motion. Now a play fake. Herbert. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender prodding his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. A dive and a catch. Incredible. A gain there of 10 yards. And the Chargers have the 1st down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that one.
Will Disley, the intended target that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Throwing again, Herbert. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
23 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to take this lead.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
I really like the play call. Sometimes you can catch the defense thinking run, and you can change it up on first down and go pass. The issue is, if you're the quarterback, you've got to get this ball out of your hand. It's either touchdown or out the back of the end zone into the bleachers, because you cannot afford to go backwards when you find yourself in a goal to go.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on second and goal. Shotgun now for Herbert. Short one into the hands of Gesicki.
Complete to Mike Gesicki. A gain of 3 yards. It's now third and goal.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to take the lead here in the fourth. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. Here comes Worthy to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. Play fake. Here's Flacco. That's a short one. Caught by Bowers. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads. They all played their responsibilities. And they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch. It'll be interesting to see how they handle this situation. Do they try to slow play this and try to score without giving the ball back? Or do they try to strike as quickly as possible? So first things first, they got to convert this third down.
Third and short. Here is Flacco. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. They get 19 on that pass play. It's a Cincinnati first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with the lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Now on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Flacco. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Throwing is Flacco. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
This one is on target, and it is good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Herbert. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Herbert. He's got Gesicki open down the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
7 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down. A gain of 27 on the play. And the Chargers, 1st down.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Brown. And he finds a little bit of of space. They'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Bengals' 43-yard line.
Here's second down. Now, Herbert. Open left side is Gesicki. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
27.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is first and 10. Here we go. One final play. Now pass deep for St. Brown. And that's going to be intercepted. That's the safety, Cameron Curl. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to force overtime. This one is good. Would you expect anything less from this game? We are going to get some more. Headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here's Williams on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Flacco to throw. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Here's Flacco.
Brings up 3rd down and
9. 3rd down and 9. From the gun, it's Flacco. This one intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill.
So as this game's gone on, Mike, this secondary is just continuing to learn, continuing to remember all the different looks this offense has thrown at them. And now it all pays off. Start of overtime, they see one that they recognize, and they jump it, and now they set up their team with a chance to win it here in overtime.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. There to knock that one away. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, L.A.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Johnston. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 3. Herbert makes the read, decides to hang on. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
You know, Mike, it's funny when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. That's caught. Gesicki on the right. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
2nd and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. There's that man again. Another catch.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Third and 9. Now Herbert again. That is hauled in at the 5. To the goal line and in. Trey Harris. Touchdown, L.A.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Here's a great look at an unmistakable venue. Welcome to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the LA Chargers. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from SoFi. Darius Davis to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. But now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just ho-hum more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But he's got to check that box of playoff wins. And that's not easy to do in this AFC.
Looking to throw right away. Catch made by Chase Brown. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. 27-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Can be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pass taken in by the rookie out of Ole Miss. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Motion man sent left. Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Brown. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Now Herbert to throw. He's got Brown on the slant. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 45. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get set for their opening drive. And at the helm won his second Comeback Player of the Year award last year with a career-best season. Now in year 6 here in the NFL, it's Joe Burrow.
Joe showed yet again, when healthy, man, this guy is an MVP caliber player. He was a stat monster. Almost 5,000 yards passing and 43 touchdowns, and really elevated the Cincinnati team, especially defensively with a lot of flaws, right to the precipice of the playoffs.
He escapes a defender, and he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. That's 16 on the pickup, and the Bengals have a first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First down now, ball at the 33. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Burrow from the gun. Gets it quickly to Bowers. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. He's got Devontae Smith. And they're on him quickly there after that catch. So the gain's going to be to the 34-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
The coverage by Dexter Gill.
Burrow to the air now. Taking a chance to the end zone. This to the back of the end zone. Oh, but he ran out of room. Incomplete. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
On third down, here's Burrow. Pressure's there, and the Chargers got him. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Brown on the inside give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, we'll all look back at the play-by-play and see that that was a run for 0, but it felt like more than that. Felt like offensively, that's a confidence drainer, and defensively, it's a momentum builder.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, Herbert. We've got a screen to the running back. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield onto their own side.
You know, Kate, it's one thing to get a player out into space. It's another when the defense sees it coming. No chance there for the running back as the defense defeats the blocks before that screen could ever get started.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bengals take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
And what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Cincinnati headed back out for its 2nd drive now. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try to miss the mark. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chargers' 42-yard line.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Burrow. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff headed right, Barkley. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Burrow back to throw. And it's going to be an incomplete pass. Rare chance for him to throw it, but things don't work out. It's 3rd down now.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
Throw here, 3rd down. He finds Worthy, complete. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals parlay the interception into points. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And things have gone from bad to worse in their 2 drives. Hopefully the third time's the charm for them. They find some success. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Motioning Harris right. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. It's Harris on the right side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Herbert from the gun. That's Gesicki. He's got it. And they are on him short of that 1st down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. No gain on that play, and this is how we'll end the 1st quarter. And that is the end of our 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Fires right away, but incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's caught. Chase has it. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
1st down, Cincinnati.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. Jukes away from one. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Dax Hill up for the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Back to the line they come, second down. Play action now, Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Burrow setting to throw. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Now Burrow. Taken in by Chase, left side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
And the Bengals first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Running back sent in motion. To throw again, it's Burrow. Right back to Chase. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. To the air again, it's Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. From the red zone now. Right back to Worthy. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Complete to Xavier Worthy. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 11-yard line.
Offensive line, this is second and 4. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Burrow. Screen here for Gibbs. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pull that in front further, 13-zip. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals double their lead to 14.
14. Chargers, nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Blake Corum. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st down from the 42. On the handoff, it's Corum. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. On the play fake, it's Herbert. He finds Johnston. Nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. They get 22 out of that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
A 1st down carry for Brown. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Well, half the hay is in the barn when you get 5 on 1st down. And now they're in such a good spot where you can attack those other 5 yards in any way you want.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
It'll be a field goal try now for Joshua Carty. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. Now we're going to have a break in the action. One of the Bengals in some pain. They're going to go out to look at him. The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
First down, Bengals.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Gets him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Burrow from the gun. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On the draw, this is Gibbs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More football from SoFi in just a moment. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Burrow out of the shotgun. That's Smith on the slant. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The catch is made near the edge. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
Out of bounds down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. This one's caught. And he's tackled for a short gain. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Again, it's Burrow. Catch made. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Trying for it with Burrow. Has it at the back of the end zone, but the throw carries him out of bounds. It's incomplete.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
play, bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. And the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. You know, generally down around your own end zone, you're thinking less of driving the length of the field. Initially, you're just trying to buy some space and prevent a safety.
This is called situational football. You work on it all through training camp, right? It's not just a 2-minute drill. This can be equally important. Just get that first down. Just get out of the shadow of your own goal line. Well, the defense wasn't having it.
After surrendering the safety, they're out to boot it away. He fields this at the 18. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Well, so far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I'd hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow to the air now. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
1st down from the 42. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball. And over time, he's going to make it pay.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Here's Burrow. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from 40 on the right hash. Aubrey puts it through. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
One last play before the break. He's back to throw. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a two-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Chargers just about ready. And there they go, sending it away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now come the Bengals. It's their ball first, leaving the locker room. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 now. Ocean Man is the tight end. He's going left. Now Burrow. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. From the gun on third down, it's Burrow. It's on target to Williams. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play, and the Bengals have a first down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
On first down, here's Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
First down, Bengals.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, one secret ingredient on these jet sweeps to take off like that, Kate, it's timing. We talk about timing and precision in the passing game, but it's the same thing on a jet sweep. You got to hand it off just at the right time to capture an edge like he just did.
First down, a run with Barkley. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
He's brought down at number 31. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Burrow He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pump and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. To the air on third and long. It's complete. This is Bowers. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals stretch the lead to 23.
Chargers 3.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. With Brown to start the drive. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Smith in on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Brown again. Ran into a wall that time. Couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
Hey, Kate, you ever run into a brick wall? No, me neither. I think we just watched it.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. Throw here. Third down. Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So fourth down coming up.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. He's got it at the 24. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. First down now, ball at the 33. Running right, it's Barkley. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Offense to the line for second down. Burrow back to throw. Screen here for Gibbs. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the timing on that screen pass, it was all a mess from the very beginning. By the time he finally got the pass to the running back, well, there was no place to go.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, he puts him air under this one, right side. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up 4th down.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right, they want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
So on 4th down, outruns J.K. Scott to send it skyward. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Finds him on the crossing route. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. 1st and 10, Herbert. To the left side, and Gesicki has it. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
That's some tremendous study right there. That linebacker, it was almost as if he was in the other team's huddle and knew what was coming. He read his keys, he pulled the trigger, and he makes a tackle for loss.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. Some lucky fan, and all in a heck of a souvenir.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line, ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He lofts it deep right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Trey Harris. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Barkley trying this up the gut. And give him about that 15-yard line before they're able to drop him. They get an even 10 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
And a Bengal 1st down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for that defense. You pin him back. It's a terrible field position. You run the ball, but they run it right down your throat and move the chains. That stings.
Gibbs now from the gun. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
He was brought down by well over a yard. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow out of the shotgun. Taken in by Chase, left side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Bengals have a first down. We've set it downs from 37. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Gets it quickly to Bowers. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. They run it with Saquon. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down.
It's a gain of 3.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Burrow's going to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
Certainly dropped these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage. But I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. He dodged the tackle. Shoots another one. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
First down, and they go right back to it. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. It's Denzel Perryman in on a stop.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Burrow on first down. Has some room to work. Into traffic, complete. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, they don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Trying to run with Henry. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Barkley gonna try to smash his way in. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And it's incomplete on third and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Well, I guess 3 isn't enough to pad the lead. They're pulling out all the stops. It's 4th and goal. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Running for it. Here's Henry. And they stop him. No touchdown. No first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Charger offense making its way to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And they're going to manage to take him down at the 12. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
I'm not surprised by that outcome, Kate. You crowd the line defensively by going all out for the safety. You got to be careful you don't wind up giving them an alley, not just to escape the goal line, but for an even bigger chunk of yardage.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Taking down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now send their tight end right. Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Trying the sneak, it's Herbert. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line, no gain.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Hey, motion.
Here's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That one gains 7. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Well secured by Brandon Cooks. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Hits him on the end route. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. Brown continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bengals 33-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now, Herbert. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. And he's caught. He's got ground. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
All set now, 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Herbert on 1st down. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Herbert to throw once more. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
Herbert throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Hey, that's not an easy thing to do, Kate. Not against quarterbacks and the red zone offenses in this league, but what a tremendous effort to not only get the stop, but to end it with gusto and a sack.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Escapes a defender. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Cincinnati.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
1st down, Burrow to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
First down.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Bengals can rest easy with a 3-score lead. 1st and 10 now from the 46. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. Third down coming up.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
All right, here we go. Second down. They kick the running back in motion. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They're going to pass it here. Well, right side, caught by Smith. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Connecting on the slant. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
His kick is good at the ends, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged at midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here, although if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And it was a maestro of a performance defensively, limiting them to only 1 field goal. Playing shutdown football like that, Brock, it is no surprise they came away with the win. And I think you'd agree, we see some more lockdown football in their future. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.
You got